and welcome my dear students on this amazing learning platform Learn Forward. We are doing science with this book Link with Science by Feathercap. Students, today this is our chapter number 10 and in this chapter we are going to learn about air and wind. Again very important. Why? Because in our previous lesson we have covered about water. This was again that was again a type of natural resource that we need for survival. Air and wind again is a type of resource that we use to survive. So now here are few things which work with the help of wind. Complete their names. You have to complete their names. So first one, this is a sailboat. Boat that have these big cloths that help them to sail. So this is a sailboat. This is a windmill. It is a windmill. Okay. This is a glider. It is a glider. Okay. And this is a pinwheel. Pinwheel. Okay. So these are the names of these objects. Now start the chapter. We know that air is all around us. Yes, of course. We cannot see it, but actually we can feel it. When it moves, we can feel only when it moves. If air is not moving, we cannot feel it. All plants, animals and human beings need air to live. Without air, life would not have been possible. If there is no air, no life is possible here. Now what does air contain? What does air contain? Air contains tiny dust particles. Have you seen smoke coming out of vehicles and factories? So yes, if you have seen a vehicle going on a road, you might have seen some smoke coming out of its that part. Okay. Now, where does this smoke go? It gets mixed with the air. Okay, and it is polluting it. Taking in smoke is not good for health because smoke carries so many combustible things that are actually called as pollutants, and if we are inhaling these things, we may get allergic to it. We may have certain diseases, of course, respiratory diseases. So there are germs in the air that can make you ill. So there are some germs that are already present because we cannot see air molecules or air particles. In the same way, we cannot see the germs there. So you should always cover your mouth while you cough, yawn or sneeze. Even when you are breathing, you need to cover your mouth with a mask if you are going through a polluted area. Okay. Now air is a mixture of about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and in another point, maybe in 1% there is carbon dioxide. There are other gases in a very minute amount. Okay. So now have you noticed wet clothes drying under the sun? Have you ever seen it? Yes. Where does this water go? Because the clothes were initially they were wet, but after maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, you'll see that clothes have dried up. So it goes into the air. Okay. So now where the water has reached, it has been to the air only and forms water vapor. Thus air contains water vapor also. So air has mixture of gases, air has dust particles, air has germs, it has water vapors also. Okay. Now how can you keep your air clean? What you can do to keep the air clean around you? First and foremost thing, plant trees. Plant trees. Have many trees around yourself because they are going to fresh your air. We need air to live. We must keep it clean. Here are some ways how you can keep the air clean. Number one, repair your vehicles if they give out too much of smoke. So if your vehicle is polluting the air, it is giving out too much of smoke, just get it repaired. Build factories far away from the residential area. Everybody is not actually building the factories, but if somebody does, then try to take places that are away from the living areas. Now plant more trees because plants are the ultimate thing that can fresh the air because they are giving off lots of oxygen that is required by you and they are taking all the carbon dioxide that you release. So plant more trees, they help in cleaning the air. They are natural cleansers of air. Now always use a handkerchief while coughing or sneezing. Again, what you can do is when you are coughing, when you are sneezing, you are also giving some of the germs out in the air. So for that you have to use a handkerchief or a mask whenever you are doing this. Or if you are suffering with cold and cough, use a mask. Okay. Now wind. This is about air. Now wind. Moving air is called wind. Wind helps to move many things. Wind brings us the clouds and rains. So wind, if air is moving, you call it as wind. Wind is helping to drying the clothes. Wind is helping to move many things. Plants are moving. You are not feeling sweaty, maybe in the summers. Wind brings the clouds and rains also, because wind, along with the wind, moving air, the clouds are coming from far places and now they are having rain here. Now uses of wind. What are the different uses? Wind turns the blade of a windmill. It pumps water. It can pump water. It can be used to generate electricity as well. So now windmill, the blades of the windmill, huge windmills are there. Windmill farms are there where so many windmills are being planted. So there the wind is moving and it is rotating the blades of the windmill so that water can be pumped. Now wind helps to fly the kites and balloons. So this is a plaything. If you are interested in playing with kites and balloons, this is a good thing for you. Wet clothes dries up. So in the first slide, we have covered this also. Okay, now what else? Wind carries seeds. Seeds of what? Plants to far off places so that new plants can grow from these seeds at new places. So now if there's a plant here, the seeds of this plant can be taken to far different places with the wind so that the new plants of such kind can grow there also. Now windmills are used all over the world to produce electricity. The same thing, it can be used to pump water, it can be used to produce electricity as well. Okay. So now देखो seed यहाँ से यहाँ जा रहा है plant का. Okay, with the wind, and now plant, same type of plant is growing here, maybe here, maybe here. Okay, so lots of plants can be grown. Now what happens? In villages, men separate chaff. What is the chaff? Chaff from grains. So have you ever seen, if you have never seen any procedure like this, you can Google it. Then what happens after harvesting? We have grain and chaff together. So there's this type of impurity we have. So what farmers do, using the wind, they just fall it from a height. After that, if wind is blowing, the heavier grain particles will, means the grain seeds will fall here and the lighter chaff particle will go backside. So in this way, they are able to separate chaff from grains. Now wind help a glider to move. So this glider is enjoying the ride and he is just gliding around the sky. He's flying. So now types of wind. What are the different types of wind? Slow and gentle wind is called a breeze. So if the wind is moving very slowly and pleasantly and a gentle wind is blowing, that you call as breeze. Breeze makes the cloths and leaves flutter. Okay, cloths are fluttering, leaves are fluttering, your hairs are just moving. Okay, breeze. Okay, now we often get cool breeze in coastal areas because cool air comes from the sea towards the land. Okay, fast and strong winds are called as storms. So we don't actually want this, we don't enjoy this. This is a bit destructive as well. It can uproot the trees, it can just blow away the roofs of some houses. So this is destructive. A violent and very fast moving is called as hurricane. So hurricane is a very fast moving. Again, this is also destructive. This is less destructive, this is more destructive. Okay. Now storms and hurricane can cause damage to crops, trees and houses. It can harm the people and their property as well. It can make boats and ship sink in the sea. Okay, so if some ship or some boats are in the middle of the sea or oceans, they can just sink because they do not, these hurricanes and storms, they do not allow the ship to go to the shore. Okay. Now fill the missing letters. Different type of air you have to give here. This is your homework. Why or which type of air is having this sort of activity? Which, this, and which is this. So you have three different types of names of the wind. Wind, breeze, storm, hurricane. So you have to just put the names here. This is your homework. Now direction of wind flow. How can you see in which direction the wind is flowing? Wind has direction and speed. Wind has both. It has speed and it has direction as well. If wind is blowing to this direction, means it is blowing to a certain direction, no? hold a ribbon high up in the air like this, or a handkerchief you can do. A ribbon is lighter one, so they are saying hold a ribbon. It moves in the direction of the wind. If it is going this way, means the wind is coming from this way. Okay. Now direction of wind is this. Here the cock, the face of the cock is this direction. That means the direction of the wind is this. So this is called as weathercock. Okay. And now this is anemometer to see the direction of the wind. So they have these cup-like structures. So they just move according to the wind speed. Sorry, wind direction. Now the direction of the wind is the direction in which the wind blows. At airports we find direction of wind by weathercock. So airports we have weathercocks. We measure speed of wind by an anemometer. So this is an anemometer. We can measure the speed of the wind by using this anemometer. Okay. So now, which of the following does not require moving air? So the boy is flying the kite. It requires a wind or moving air. Sailboat again require air. Windmill again. So which of these does not require? None of these. None of these. Why? Because none of the option is correct means. Okay. So none of these. They all require, that means. The windcock shown in the picture, windsock shown in the picture indicates that the wind is moving towards west. This shows that this is west, east, north and south. So this is west. Okay. Now choose the correct answer. Dust and smoke make the air dirty. We must breathe fresh air. Plants make the air fresh, pure. Okay, not dirty or polluted. Fast and strong moving air causes a storm. Fill in the blanks. All plants dash and human beings need air to live. All plants, animals and human beings. Okay. Always use a handkerchief while coughing. So this is a small space, so that is why I am writing here. Handkerchief. Okay, while you are coughing or sneezing. Moving air is called what? Moving air is wind. Slow and gentle wind is called as a breeze. It is called as a breeze. At airports, we find direction of wind by weathercocks or windcocks. Put the tick and cross for false statement. True and false you have to identify. Air is all around us. Yes. We cannot see or touch air. Yes. Smoke, dust and germs keep the air clean. No. They make it polluted. Germs can make us sick. True. Plant keep the air impure. No. It makes the air pure. Now match the following. Breeze. Breeze is gentle and soft. Storm, fast and strong. Wind, that is fast and strong. Seed, carried to other places using wind. And wind is the moving air. Okay. Now answer the following in brief. Write 2 ways how smoke enters air. First from the chimneys of the factories, another from the vehicles. Name 2 things which work with the help of the wind. Sailboats, aeroplanes and drying of the clothes. What is breeze? Slow and gentle moving air is called as breeze. How are breeze and storms different? Breeze is slow and pleasantly and very soft moving air, while storm are fast and strong moving air is called as storms. How does air become dirty? By pollutants, by germs entering it, by getting smoke from the factories, by getting smoke from the vehicles, or by sneezing and coughing of the maybe diseased person. Okay. Why should we grow green plants? Because plants purify the air by taking in carbon dioxide and giving off oxygen. List 3 ways to keep air clean and fresh. You can plant more trees. You can repair your vehicle if they are giving excessive smoke. And what else? You can cover your mouth while you are sneezing and coughing. Now write 4 uses of wind. Okay. How does air become the, where should we? Okay, slightly same question. They are asking again 4 uses of wind. For drying of the clothes, for making the sailboats work, and what else? For finding the direction, for moving the blades of the windmill so that we can pump water or can produce the electricity. Students, this is all about this chapter, and now I am ending this chapter here, wishing you happy learning again.